Just showing you my daily commute. My goodness, there's actually some traffic on the road today. Not uncommon for me to get in the truck and drive to the house and see maybe one other car. That's 2, 3, 4. Wow, bonus day. This is a very steep hill. This is the hill that when I was going up it before with the rental truck empty, on the dry, the rear tires would spin. It's steep and rough. And steep hills. There you go. That's it. 6 minutes and 4 seconds. Well, good morning, everybody. Aside from me needing a shave, sometimes you don't see anybody for days on end. It's good morning. It's a beautiful, bright, sunny day here. It's warm. The commute is 6 minutes. What I said it was. I timed it. 6 minutes and 4 seconds. Not bad. You know, when you consider everything. My truck barely gets time to warm up. So I'm very, very grateful that it's that easy and don't have an hour and a half drive ahead of me every morning before work like sometimes I do. Anyways, getting back to this wall here and this, gotta get this in frame, this problem here. This is a 9.5 millimeter drywall, and I put that on because I'm having, space issues down here on the other half. I'll turn you around there. Having space issues here on the other half. Because I want as much space as possible here between my walls for the washing machine. So I'm using the 9.5 millimeter drywall, which is actually almost perfect up here. Almost. Really close. But I don't know. I'm of two minds. One mind is well, I think what I'm going to do, I think actually when I say I'm of two minds, does that mean I'm schizophrenic? I'm going to take this off. I'm going to measure all this here. All these sizes. And I've got those black spacer things that I used on the floor. And I thought, I can put those, or I can cut some thin pieces of wood. And I'm going to, as somebody, it was Brendan? I can't remember. Ooh, sorry man, I forget your name. Said just basically fur the drywall out. I think that's the better idea. Last night I was kind of in the mood to just get her done. And I wanted to get all the drywall done. And when I look at it now, I think the better idea would be to fur that out. And then where it's kind of iffy in spots, because this is going to be hard. I don't know if you can see that right there, but the wall is curved. And I mean, like this, it's a very old building, been renovated several times, and nothing's straight. Like the corner on that block there, it's not even close to 90 degrees. It's just the way it is. It's not a problem. It's just the way it is. So I'm thinking that maybe on that area there, I'll get some putty and kind of fair it with the putty for the last little bit, make like a 12 inches or whatever, and just it's going to be covered up anyway, so it doesn't have to be perfect and sanded and everything else, just so that the wall board sits on there nicely. Anyways, that's the first thing I'm going to do this morning. I didn't mention it last night, but this pan is basically installed. It's temporarily screwed down, but the plumbing is all done. So it's temporarily screwed down because I want to be able to put some flooring under it. Like the vinyl flooring or the cushion flooring they say here in Japan, the linoleum like we say back home. So it's temporarily installed. It's got 2 screws in it, but that's basically where it's going to go. And the plumbing is all done. It's all connected, so that's good. Anyways, onward and upward. So I got one sheet in there, and I thought I'd just show how I'm doing this. These things are 60 centimeters wide, and they're taller than the room, so I cut them down. So it's like putting on the kitchen panels. I've got this double-sided tape, very good, very strong double-sided tape. That's the white line. And the black lines are this glue. And the glue that I'm using will basically glue anything to anything. Usually for the kitchen panels onto the drywall, I just use this other glue, but because this is concrete up here, I thought it's better to use this glue because this is like specifically designed for gluing stuff onto concrete. So stick it on here and see how it goes. Hopefully it works. This is a simple one because it's just one panel. I've cut it because the wall isn't straight. So I've got a line drawn on the wall here that will show me that the panel is sitting correctly, because I want them to be up and down straight. So the way that this system works is the tape holds everything in place until the glue dries. I got to put the ceiling in, which is going to be 14 mil plus 6, which is 20 mil. So I mean, I've left a small gap at the top because why fit them so tight. And the bottom will have a baseboard, and all the corners and all of these joints will get caulked. So stay tuned. Okay, I've got 3 panels in so far. Now I start getting to the fun ones. So this air conditioner, I installed it a couple years ago, I can't remember. And I had to drill a hole 36 centimeters through a solid concrete thing there to get it in. And most guys, when they would do this kind of paneling, like with wallpaper, they just wallpaper around it. And that's fine, except eventually when the aircon wears out and breaks, I mean, they last anywhere from 5 to 10 years. This one will probably last longer because it's not used heavily every day. Then when the new aircon comes, inevitably they're a different size. And then what happens is you end up with an ugly mark or hole on your wall. So I've taken the time, I drilled some holes in the ceiling and wrapped some wire around there and carefully suspended this away, and I've removed the metal backing plate. You can see it down there. And now I'm going to put this up, put this next 2 panels up, and then I'll reinstall the air conditioner. That way, down the road sometime, when this air conditioner does eventually break and needs to be replaced, the client doesn't have this horrible, ugly mark. Is it extra work? Yeah, that's extra work, but it's doing it right. And that's just the way I feel about that. I think that if you do it, you should do it right. I'm glad I have clients that understand that and appreciate it. I'm lucky. Coming along nicely, I think. Just wanted to show you the very confined space I'm working in. Kind of sucks, but you know, the only other space is about, I don't know, it's a good 25, 30 steps away where I can actually cut all these panels. So I'll deal with the confined space. But yeah, it's coming good. Another one up there, and then I got a couple more to get to the corner, and then I think I'm gonna break for lunch. Well, I think that looks really good. One more panel in the corner over there to do, and then around there that's going to be a bit busy. But I'm going to hopefully get all these wall panels in today, and then tomorrow I can finish the ceiling and the floor maybe by tomorrow. But yeah, this is looking really good. All of these joints have to be caulked, of course, but that's not a big deal. Masking tape and caulk, and the corners, you know. On the bottom I'm going to put baseboard, and the top the ceiling. And the ceiling joint at the top, I'm not sure if I'm going to use a quarter round. Probably not, because I'd have to glue it. So I'll probably just caulk it where the ceiling and the wall boards meet. This thing here is going to be a bit of a, I can't really remove the panel easily. I mean, I might be able to lift it off. I can turn the sub panel off and just lift it out like I kind of did with the aircon, but I don't think there's much point. I don't think there's much to gain by doing that. So I gotta do all this and all this, and I was thinking here I'll just crash this wall open to get that wire in the wall so it's not coming out here, because that's kind of ugly, you know. The ceiling will look better too without that hole in it, you know. Okay, lunchtime. Well, it's the end of the day. I got quite a bit done, a little less than I wanted, but you know, that's the way it goes. So it's done from that corner there around the corner to here. I stopped there because the SACOM, which is like the security company that looks after this place when there's nobody here, the alarm company, whatever you want to call them, I don't know. Everybody in Japan knows what SACOM is. The SACOM guys last night, I guess after I left, because I had a couple of breakers turned off because I was doing electrical work, And once I armed the system, it said, oh, the breaker's not turned on, and I guess it wasn't charging some kind of battery or something. So they kind of freaked out and called the client, and he called me, and they came and they looked, and he'd already informed them that we were doing work here, just I guess, whatever. Anyways, so today when I was working, the guy came and he's just like, man, we got to get that breaker turned back on because it's the backup battery for the whole system, and when can you have it done? So I finally agreed to have it done by 5:30, and he just left. Actually, I don't know if he's left yet, but he was just here, and I got everything wired up, and the breaker's back on, and the battery's charging now, and everything's copacetic. But otherwise, I would have just carried on and done all of these and this. But I guess that's for tomorrow. I like to get a little more done, but then again, too, the electrical. I'm missing. I don't know how I can't. I guess I can't count past 3, but I'm missing one plug. So tomorrow I got to go to the hardware store to get some other stuff anyway. So I'll grab one of those on the way. And I'm also missing the screws for this box went missing somewhere, so I got to grab some screws for that. I probably have some in my kit. Anyways, it's getting near 6 o'clock, and I got here before 9, I guess, and I didn't take much of a lunch break because I'm not eating lunch right now. I'm fasting. Yeah, doing that again. And but things are going great. This is really shaping up. All these yet have to be caulked. This is actually designed that way. I mean, it's got like a raw edge and a raw edge. So you put tape on either side and run your caulking and smear it, and then rip your tape off, and Bob's your uncle. And like I said, I got to do baseboard and I got to do ceiling. So, but I mean, it's all coming along. I'm not at all displeased with the progress. I mean, I wish it was faster, but I mean, I'm one guy, and this kind of area here, like, this particular board, I think, took 8 or 10 different cuts to get it to fit right, because it's wider up there than it is here, and it's taller in the back than it is here, and this is actually more of a curve along this wall than it is a straight edge. So, just the typical renovation stuff. It just always takes time. But I think it's looking good. This stuff is incredible. Like, I got some spots in here where I marked it with a pencil, and you just rub the stuff, and I mean, with a little bit of whatever, and it just comes right off. Whatever finish on these boards is bulletproof. It'd be great for a laundry room. Thanks for watching. Subscribe, hit the like button, leave a comment. Tell me what an idiot I am. Well, I know that. So, but anyways, guys, I really do appreciate people watching and chiming in. It's kind of boring and lonely up here, so it's nice to get some interaction. Okay, everybody. See ya. Bye.